Yo, you're watching Shurkou and we are back with some more Wild Rift Esports. And as you can see today, we are going to be taking a look at the Vietnamese Icon Series once again. Team Flash going up against SBTC Esports. And we will jump straight into the draft. As always, Corki and Lee Sin banned out by Team Flash. The Lee Sin ban makes a lot of sense. It is perma-banned in the Vietnamese Icon Series. They seem to love the Lee Sin. And deservedly so, it is a very strong champion. And the Corki ban is a little bit surprising. It is one of the best marksman champions and also one of the best mid lane champions. Possesses that flex pick potential, which of course makes him incredibly broken. But I think it is largely due to SBTC having a very good Corki player. That is why it's probably banned. Meanwhile, on the other side, we have Camille and a Braum ban. Again, two very strong champions. The Braum, a little bit of a stretch, but I assume Team Flash just has a very solid strategy around him. We have a Ziggs first pick coming in. Now, Akali, by the way, was hovered there quickly, but not picked, not banned. We don't really see that often. In other regions, Akali is a permaban. In Vietnam, not really. It always depends, I guess, by the country's meta, the meta that they established. But never mind, they pick Akali anyway. But let's keep going chronologically here. We have a Gragas and a Jarvan pick. Baron lane Gragas, I assume, or mid lane Gragas, especially with our Akali pick, and a Jarvan in the jungle. Solid pick. We have a Janna and an Ezreal. And as you can see now, after the Akali pick, that is why we are making this video. It is a Dr.Mundo pick, and it is gonna go jungle. And they end the draft, Team Flash here, with the Fiora in the Baron lane going up against that Akali. And we also have a last pick. We had a last pick. Hold up. Last pick Kaisa, and I forgot to mention the Nami pick, which is also very interesting, but nothing completely out of the ordinary. We've seen Nami not quite often, but we've seen her every now and then. It is a good pick. When the enemy picks mage support, you can just respond with that Nami, and it is always going to do fairly well into them. She also scales very well. She buffs up your marksman super nicely. So honestly, just a great pick all around. Now again, I'm not telling you to do it in solo queue every game. She is pretty strong. You don't see her often in solo queue because there is better choices. Janna is kind of similar, but due to her being able to roam much better with her move speed, passive on the second ability, makes her just much stronger for a solo queue environment. But of course, the Nami shines in other aspects. Still a very top tier pick. But again, back to that Mundo. That is, of course, the star of this game because I don't think we've ever seen Mundo in esports so far. I know he was pretty good at some point, and he was picked. Sometimes he was even banned. Sometimes this is after the nerf where he stopped being banned. But yeah, I don't think I ever reviewed a match with him in it, so this is going to be a first for this channel. Hopefully, he'll be able to perform, okay? Now, I checked ahead in this game, so I'm a little bit spoiled. But I know that it's going to be very, very even, which is exactly what we're here for, right? We want a close game. We want action. We want close action, though. We don't want one team to just stomp the other team, That would be boring. But yeah, this should be that. I'm hoping. So far, a very standard start for both junglers, both starting at opposite sides. So we won't see too much action in these first 2 minutes, I assume. Both just clearing that Scuttle Crab. You can see the Mundo has a very fast clear, is already onto the enemy Krugs. However, keep in mind, he also skipped his blue buff. His blue buff is still alive. Oh, that is an easy first blood, man. He just easily hits that cleaver or that briefcase with his skin. And Fiora doing what Fiora does best. That is why I always say Fiora is one of the most broken champions in the game, and definitely the most broken Baron laner in the game by far, because she wins every single lane, even against an Akali. It is just absolutely crazy. Fiora with the Grasp of the Undying, you can't do anything, man. It's honestly really tilting. So Akali was extremely low, and Mundo just swoops in, throws a little briefcase, boom, easy clap. Overwhelms her with briefcase paper. I don't know, man. Shut your mouth. Anyway, we have Nami masterfully popping that beautiful little vision plant, providing her team some vision, denying the vision plant from the enemies. That is very important because now that Janna wasn't able to clear those wards that are right there. So we have a very nice little deep ward. Nami definitely doing a good job here. They also have the bot lane Skull Crab. The deep ward is gone. Mundo just clears it out with the sweeper. And now Mundo should just focus now on the bottom lane. And I think he will do just that because the dragon is spawning in 50 seconds. The Fiora is already completely stomping this Akali before he intervened. After he intervened, she got that first blood. So this is very simple. Look at this Fiora. She has a Phage and that Sheen, man. So she pops you with that Q. It does a lot of bonus damage because of Sheen. Oh my god, is he gonna get solo killed? Oh, that was very close. The Graga's actually not level 6 yet. And, which doesn't matter because at level 5 you get ultimate in this game. But hey, it is what it is. Anyway, as I'm saying, the Gragas, even a little bit behind in levels, so no additional point in that queue, still able to just tap that Ziggs down. He has to be very careful here. I'm liking the Gragas build. I'm seeing a lot of AP Gragas players go Grasp of the Undying. I know it works, I know a lot of people do it, especially in the Baron lane, but we've seen even in esports in mid lane, sometimes Grasp of the Undying. Here, I'm liking this, man. He's going full damage, no barrier, ignite, you know, after the barrier nerf, of course. We have much more ignites here, especially in Vietnam. They like to play very aggressive, which I really enjoy watching. But yeah, we have Fiora as well. Hey, before this patch, would have been barrier. Akali as well, believe it or not. But now it is a beautiful ignite. So, this dragon spawned. We'll see Trinity Force completed on Fiora, and she's roaming to the dragon. And guess who wins this? We don't need a rocket scientist to figure out this one. Even you, Timmy, your little silver ranked booty can do that. Hey, Trinity Force plus Fiora equals dragon quick maths. Quick maths, guys, okay? Should be at least, should be. Akali is coming down as well, but Fiora is incredibly strong. Now, the only thing, yeah, they don't want to risk it. See, they disengage, that's what I was going to say. If they don't want to risk it, you know, they don't have to risk it. They can just keep farming. Fiora is already clapping the Akali, and let me tell you, it is only going to get worse. Fiora just keeps scaling, but she's going top now. So that might be a dragon for them. A little bit of a misplay, or maybe it is the conscious choice for Team Flash to just say, oh, hold up. The Mundo flashes over the wall, tries to steal it, is not able to get the smite at all, and just ends up feeding in the end. Well, this is a way to keep the game close. The Janna dies as well. The Jarvan ended up dying, however, he had a GA, which is very soy, but, you know, it is what it is. The Ezreal ends up dying under the tower as well, so definitely a good advantage for SBTC. However, keep in mind, Team Flash got that top lane tier 1 tower, but never mind, it gets responded with a bot lane tier 1 tower. I didn't expect this to go down, but it did. That is actually very bad news for Team Flash. That's a huge throw, because they are looking at a 2,000 gold deficit, and they lost the dragon as well. And they also used some summoners there, you know, the flash of Janna, the flash of Mundo, not looking too good. Oh my god, this Gragas, man, he's a little bit too deep. He tried. Nice little mechanical play there, trying to get that Ziggs, but he wasn't able to. A little bit unlucky. The Rift Herald ends up dropping in favor of Team Flash, I believe there. Let me just go back real quick. I see it, I don't have to go back. We see the little trinket on Mundo. He got it. He has that Sunfire Aegis complete, but look at this Fiora, man. She's looking at a 700 gold lead, while her team is 2,000 gold behind. Ooh, look at this Akali build. This is exactly what I'm doing nowadays. I go for the Haunting, guys, but I also go for the Oblivion Orb. And then I go for the Lich Bane. I'll make a video soon, guys. As always, make sure to subscribe, ring the notification bell to not miss my beautiful, hopefully beautiful, Akali gameplay that is upcoming. But yeah, yeah, sick build, I'm telling you. Lich Bane early. First item, you want to go for that Haunting, guys, at least. I also go for the Oblivion Orb, as I said. You get some more AP, you get that Haunting, guys, passive that makes you deal more damage after a couple seconds in combat, which of course is beautiful with your ultimate, and also the Oblivion Orb gives you some magic penetration. It is just so sick, man. I love it. I reignited my passion for Akali. While I was saying that, while I was simping Akali and her beautiful item build, the Ziggs ended up dropping in the middle. But also the mid lane tower ended up dropping as well. So Team Flash is definitely recovering a little bit here. As I always say, the mid lane tower is big. Top lane was a little bit of an engagement, but no one died. So pretty good so far. Honestly, I think SBTC is still very happy. Even after losing that mid lane tower, they're still looking at a solid, almost 2,000 gold lead, 1.7, 1.8k gold lead. And they're looking at that dragon. They're behind one tower, sure, but the towers are not going to run away, You can get them later. I know it sounds dumb, but the dragon, even though it is a reoccurring objective, there's only one, The first dragon, it only exists once per game. Then the second dragon comes, If you miss the first dragon, it's bad, because if you get the second dragon, it's not even, because you could have had 2 dragons, Pog. So, yeah. Camille getting caught. Is she gonna die? That's a lot of damage by the Kai'Sa. She has to flash in the end, but I think that's too deep. Yes, it was a little bit too deep. Oh, the Kai'Sa has to flash as well in the end. Doesn't die to the Ziggs ult, but it was very close. She needed only one more auto attack onto the Fiora, and she would actually get the kill, because there was 4 stacks of her passive on her. So that would have most certainly finished her off. Very unfortunate for Kai'Sa. Very fortunate for Fiora. She keeps her snowball going. However, Akali is only like 100 gold behind at this point, which is very impressive. She really came back. Akali with Proto Belt. Oh my god, man. That is hilarious. Akali with Proto Belt, guys. That is absolutely insane. That's definitely landing in the thumbnail. Wow, that is very exciting. I've never seen that. Zhonya's is just so good. I wanted to try Proto Belt once, but I was like, it's not worth. But what is worth is that Janna ult. It stopped the body slam in his tracks, kicks the Jarvan away, the Gragas away, but the Jarvan actually secures the dragon. So 2 dragons going over to SBTC, and it was an infernal, huge. But this Kai'Sa, I think they're losing the team fight. Oh, nice little riposte there by the Fiora. Is able to survive and responds with a kill of her own. The Gragas ends up dying as the Akali ends up dying as well there to the Ezreal, and now we have, I don't know who has the advantage. 2,000 gold lead for SBTC, but they just lost the team fight. But they also got the Infernal Drake, and Team Flash is also pushing the bot lane tier 1 tower. So they knocked down all the tier 1 towers at this point, while SBTC only has 2 so far. Oh man, this is crazy, guys. Again, back to the Proto Belt Akali. I don't know, man. I never tried it. It seems redundant, man. You have so many dashes, but honestly, I don't know, man. Ooh, look at this Oblivion Orb. Never mind, he's going for Morellonomicon. I thought he's going to leave it at the Oblivion Orb, but he's going for Morellonomicon for sure, because he wants to reduce the healing of the Fiora, of the Janna, and of that Mundo, which is, of course, very, very worth. Gragas, pretty standard build, Liandry's Oblivion Orb, Infinity Orb. Infinity Orb, despite the nerfs, still being built very early by most champions. Oh my god. Okay, never mind. It's going to be a Blade of the Rune King on the Fiora. I was confused, the recurve bow, but it is going to be a Blade of the Rune King. Mundo going straight into that Mail of Pain, which is, pretty interesting. Usually you see even more health or something like a Warmogs on Mundo. Mail of Pain is a very armor-heavy item. Usually, again, you see a lot of Mundos rush just a lot of health items. Now, the observers are showing how SBTZ is sitting in the dark. They have some wards around that Baron, but most of the map there was super dark. However, they have the wards where they count, which is, again, just the Baron area. They really want some wards in these bushes there, where Team Flash is gaining territory now. That is very dangerous. Yep, Team Flash looking good here. They're taking over the whole jungle here. Beautiful vision, secure, and the Mundo actually just gets ulted by the Jarvan. Does not end up dropping, uses his ult and his gargoyles. He drops in the end, but I think, never mind, the Ziggs ended up dying as well. So this is honestly looking like a good team fight, because Gragas is coming in. He did the E-flash off screen, but he just gets one shot by the Fiora, man. She is so far ahead, she does so much damage. And honestly, all in all, an even team fight. I really thought that Gragas would just go crazy, but I think he already used ult to kill the Ziggs earlier. That's why he wasn't able to... let me just check that real quick, man. I was a little bit confused there. What happened? Yeah, look, see? On top lane, he kills the Ziggs solo with his ultimate. So now, you can see here, he goes in with that E flash, but it just doesn't do enough, man. If you don't have your ult, it was a little bit too greedy. I'm pretty sure we didn't see it there, but I'm pretty sure riposte by Fiora came out, or the Gragas just missed his body slam flash combo. Could also be because she was already pretty low and seemed like she didn't take any damage by him at all. And pretty much just instantly one-shot him. Now, these two mid laners are very far behind compared to the other carries in that game. Especially that Ziggs, man, sitting at 9.3k, not looking too strong. Definitely a little bit of a worry here for Team Flash. Especially when you're playing against a Kai'Sa, you want your Ziggs to be strong. Ziggs is very good against marksmen. That ult, you just plopped it onto them in a team fight, and they pretty much either lose half their health or they have to flash away, or it's pretty crazy. It's really, really a lot of pressure applied onto marksmen. So Ziggs being pretty far behind is definitely a free team fight for Kai'Sa. She's pretty happy about that. So she can just keep hitting that Mundo and keep eventually knocking him down with all that grievous wounds as well. But Akali is getting pressure. She uses her Shroud, so she's pretty safe from the Fiora ult. Meanwhile, the rest of the team fought the 4v3, but kind of lost against Team Flash here. Against these three members of Team Flash, but Team Flash doesn't even try to contest this dragon now. They instead just pick up speed here, and they just try to go for multiple towers. They get the tier 3 tower, and they also get the tier 2 mid lane tower. That is absolutely insane, and they only gave up one dragon. Now the thing is, it is the third dragon for SBTC. So now this next Elder Dragon, if Team Flash secures it, SBTC doesn't really care. Because it's not gonna buff up, it's not gonna be too strong, it's not gonna buff up other dragons because they have none. But if SBTC gets this fourth dragon, it is game over 100%. They're just gonna be so strong, they can literally just spit at Team Flash. I don't know why I used that word, I don't know, man. But yeah, they can literally just throw some feathers at them and they will one-shot them. That is how crazy it's going to be. But man, this Fiora is still going strong. Definitely the star of this match so far. SBTC is doing a good job in team effort, but this Fiora is just doing a good job by herself here. 5-0. She's definitely a big part of why Team Flash is doing pretty well. By the way, let's see if we have time. I think we do have some time because they're not going to fight anytime soon, I think. The Jarvan is going back. Take a look at the top of the screen right now. You can see below the Team Flash and below the SBTC logo, you can see how many wins and losses they have in this season so far. Team Flash is sitting at 6-1. I'm pretty sure that puts them at rank 1 in Vietnam right now. Meanwhile, SBTC at 4-3. So they are, supposedly, they should be much worse, right? But they're already leading this best of 5 with a 2-0. Okay? So that is very interesting. They really did a great job in these last two games. They were a little bit stumpy, so they didn't have any interesting picks. So I just skipped over them. That's why we're jumping straight into this third game. But while I'm saying that, the Mundo jumps as well after he gets knocked up by the Nami wave, and they are able to completely catch him out. Beautiful little Kai'Sa ult just chases him down, and we have an easy kill. That's what I'm talking about. This Kai'Sa is really good at killing Mundo with that percentage damage on her passive, with the Mortal Reminder she probably has built already. She just does a lot of, she has the grievous wounds, but now she's getting caught completely by the Fiora. Fiora doing so much damage. She Qs into the wall there. Watch this. Watch this. Watch the Fiora Q into the wall, and the auto attack extends. The Q extends over the wall and hits the Kai'Sa on the edge, and that pretty much just completely bops her. But the team fight still goes in favor of SBTC because it was just, you know, the damage was done, I guess. The damage was done. The Ziggs ends up dying as well, and we have a huge blowout here for SBTC. They are only 3 people alive, but They killed the entire enemy team. I mean, the Mundo was already dead. It was a 4v5 to begin with. It wasn't too good of a fight, but still very well played by SBTC here. We have Akali 4-2 doing a lot of damage in that team fight, man. She is enjoying it. She has that Rabadons. She went for the Zhonya's Hourglass on the boot enchant, the stasis, and she has some armor, a chain vest in her little inventory there. I think that is just gonna go towards a Guardian Angel, most likely. Now this Gragas has his Lich Bane as well, has already the 2 components for the Rabadon's Death Cap. He's looking good. Look at this Jarvan, man. He's just full tank. 10k gold. He's so far behind. But that's how you play Jarvan, man. He's happy. He just ults, you know, easy peasy. You ult the Mundo. The Mundo can't run away. It's it doesn't seem like a great pick against, like, Jarvan loses so easily against Olaf, against Mundo in a 1v1 late game, right? Against Singed as well. But these champions don't have dashes, so you just lock them up in prison, and they are pretty much donezo, just like this Fiora. Gets completely caught out. Again, Nami coming in with her CC, but now Team Flash is taking a look at this Elder Mountain, but they are not fast enough at killing it, which means SBTZ is completely collapsing onto them. The Gragas took a lot of damage by that Ezreal ult, and he goes again way too deep with his E flash. Beautifully timed Ziggs ult, perfectly timed right after the Zhonya's, finishes him off, and honestly that puts a stop to SBTC's dragon attempt here, because they tried to continue doing it after it was already around 60% health, but they have to quickly retreat. Gragas playing a little bit too aggressive with his E flashes, man. Keeps trying to one-shot people. Keeps being a little bit too short of hitting it. And then just gets bopped. And now SPTC quickly rotates over to that Baron. And again, beautifully showing here what the saving grace for Team Flash is. It is that Baron lane. That Baron lane. Because they already pushed down the tier 3. But while I'm saying that, who is getting caught? I think Ziggs. Ziggs is getting caught in mid. Yes, he did get caught. Akali kills him. But again, Team Flash is doing the Elder Mountain. And the Mundo just steals it. The Mundo is able to get it. Not steals it, but I was really thinking the Jarvan would just yoink it. But he was respawning in GA. And the Mundo actually just gets it, man. Whew, that was a really tilting call. That is something that I would be very complaining about when I'm playing solo queue if my teammates did that, because if Team Flash loses that dragon there, it is GG. It is literally GG. You cannot win against 4 dragons in esports, no shot. But we have to pause that thought again, because the Baron is being taken. The Baron kills the Nami. He's the MVP so far. Jesus Christ. The whole SBTC roster is just dying. Meanwhile, only the Mundo died so far. But now it is complete turnaround, man. If the Kai'Sa stays alive, this is what happens. Easy kill onto the Ezreal. Ezreal cannot win a fight against Kai'Sa in the late game. So as soon as all the melee champions are dead and these 2 champions are remaining, this Akali is doing some great work, especially in the late game right now. She is making it work, man. Gets the solo kill onto that Janna. She will just jump away here or just keep going. Yeah, bro, you gotta watch out. Oh, but an auto attack. Oh, she missed the Q though. Ooh, yes, that was sick, man. Nice, man. Do you see that? Let's watch it again. Let's watch it again, man. He goes back in. Hey, look at this, man. Absolute Chad. But yeah, beautifully played, man. This Ziggs is just getting bullied all game. This is actually very big. Because this, I mean, you know, Akali is definitely a very important champion right now in those team fights, as you can see. But the Ziggs, I would say, is probably more important. If Ziggs is alive, you have a lot of Baron pressure, because he can just plop down these mines, he can plop down the ult and everything, keep chucking out those Qs, you know, it's very difficult to do a Baron dance around him. But Akali, you know, she's just going to try to flank and really only show the effectiveness when the team fight starts, where Ziggs, of course, will also be effective. So I think this 4v4 is pretty favorable, even though Akali was winning. Let's see if I'm right. The Baron is already incredibly low. Who's going to get the coin flip? The Mundo secures it. The Smite God X shows himself once again. And Team Flash just completely wins the team fight, man. So far, 3 people dead. The Kaisa is alive, but gets killed instantly after her Zhonya's pops. And now this Akali just jumped away with her ult. I think it's game over. Yep. Wow, what a turnaround, man. How does that even work? I don't even understand what's going on. You can see I really struggled with the commentary here. I ate a little bit too much, so I'm a little bit sleepy. The insulin is hitting hard, the insulin spike. After a lot of carbs, quick science. But man, I was a little bit struggling there in those team fights. They were too fast. I'm telling you, Vietnam just hits different. I'm telling you, man. This Vietnamese Icon series just hits different. This Fiora really smurfed it up. I mean, that was just crazy, guys. Holy moly. That was just absolutely insane. Whew, okay. Not bad, man. That is some crazy... I mean, the Fiora really all the way to the late game. She wasn't even that far ahead at certain points anymore. Yeah, at the end, 22k. But she wasn't... Her team was really behind at a lot of points, and she was still able to keep team fighting, even team fighting well. You don't end up 11-2-2 as a mistake, especially when the Nami killed her or got her killed in the side lane. Then they got Mundo killed as well. It looked, I was already about to write Team Flash off here, but man, that was one of the best Wild Rift Esports games we have seen so far. And as you can see, the damage numbers, they don't lie. Because I think the biggest story of this is that Ziggs got completely cucked all the way, 22,000 damage. My man got out damaged by Fiora. Have you ever seen that? Hey, I get 60k damage in such a long game of Ziggs, easily. Easily. Now I'm playing against solo queue noobs, but I'm just saying, man. I'm sure a Latina usually gets 60k as well, but unlucky game. With that being said, I really hope you guys enjoyed this. Make sure to subscribe, ring the notification bell, and I will see you guys next time. Peace.